Hello, everybody. Hello, my friends. Welcome to another live stream. Well, it's not live because I recorded it and posted, but stream of the weekly free instant tournament. I will go to BBO soon. Let me share my screen. But first, I will follow the advice of my more marketing-wise friends and mention a few of the other stuff that I do related to bridge. So I have this YouTube channel, the Bridge Experts. The name is the Bridge Experts 448. Ask YouTube why is that? I don't know. But there is something that I've been doing for the past weeks that have been very well received, which are the interactive kibitzing sessions. And so what this you see these videos here, they have roughly 2 hours each, as you can see, 2 hours of length. So it's big video. But what's happening here is that I'm playing with an expert against experts on a Zoom, so I can field questions and I can make comments. People can ask, why did you do this? Why did you do that? It's similar to what we do on the weekly free instant tournament, but against humans. So it makes it much more interesting, and it's interactive so that people can ask questions during the game. Of course, this is a huge security flaw because if one of my opponents is watching the Zoom, this is real life. This is live. He can see my cards, but I'm playing against friends with friends. I'm not worried about that. So there is this is an opportunity for you to watch me over my shoulder as I play real bridge against human opponents. I think it's a lot of fun and it's being very well received. I get lots of very positive feedback. It happens every Thursday at noon Eastern. And this is when we gather to play, Thursdays at noon Eastern. So if you are available, go to BBO and join the table. And the link to the Zoom is often posted there so that you can join the Zoom and ask your questions. That said, you know that I don't like a lot of fluff. So let's go to the Solitaire tab and play this week's instant tournament. It's been a while since I've done these recordings, but my life has been busier than usual, thankfully. It's good business. Anyway, here we have a one spade opening bid, 15 high-cut points. Partners raised and this belated 3-club over call. It's not very common to see a player who's passing bid 3 clubs later, but he should have 6 clubs, maybe 5 excellent clubs. I have extras in the singleton. I think that people overcompete a lot in this situation. They often bid when they should be passing. But here with the singleton and the max, I will take the push. And now what happened is that we are giving them the push. Double might be conceivable here. We apparently have 3 tricks and partner might have some hopes of 1. But it's very committal, right? We are turning a possibly normal board into a 0 if they make it, as they may well. I think that having pushed them to the 4 level, it's already probably good enough. We don't have to go all in. And seeing the dummy now, I'm a bit regretful that I didn't double. And let's think we have 15 high-cut points with dummies. We have dummies points. We have 24 high-cut points. So there's 16 points missing. Let's give declare about 9 or 10, meaning 6 or 7 for partner. Apparently, there is no big rush for us to play spades if we have the ace and the king of spades. Unless the declarer has 2 diamonds and 2 spades. If he has 2 diamonds and 2 spades, then we can lose a spade trick if we play passively here, because he can finesse in diamonds and discard his second spades if he has a double aces of diamonds and 2 little spades. If that is the hand, we should attack spades immediately. I think it's a very specific holding in which it gains. And let's see if it works out for the rest of the deal. He would have, the player would have something like 2, 3, 2, 6. Partner would have 3 spades, 4 hearts, 4 diamonds, and 2 clubs. It's possible. If that is the hand, if partner has something like king third of spades, 4 hearts with a queen or jack, let's say, just so that we can defeat it anyway. But the 2 hearts kind of argues against that, right? I would not place all my bets on partner having the king of spades at this point, and on him having 4 diamonds, because if the player has more than 2 diamonds, then there's no pitch. There's no discard. He will lose his spades. So I will just lead passively, which here means playing a club. I want to play a diamond and maybe run into ace 10. Let's see how he will know more about the hand. Partner had the queen of clubs. Looks like he's going exactly for that holding. So partner having the queen of clubs means you can have the queen of clubs and the king of spades. Can be that. So no need for me to hold on to the third spade. The player has only 2. And he didn't pitch, so let's take away that diamond entry to dummy before he can establish the 7 of spades. Now that we discarded 1. So he had only 1 spade. And what happens now is dependent on the hearts. We don't know who has the jack of hearts, but apparently the player does. And so the lead cost 1 trick. If I had not led a heart, but not leading hearts from ace, king, 10. Looks very extreme to me. Well, at least I didn't double. And so we got a bad score, but not doubling would be worse. Let's see what people did. I don't like 2 spades with partner's hand, by the way. I would like him to either play a style in which 3 spades is feasible or to just beat 1 of clubs. But anyway, let's see what other people did. They went to 4 spades as a sacrifice. So that's a funny way of losing match points, because 4 spades, of course, is much worse than 4 clubs, since it goes down 2 and it should be easy to double after this start. We lose 3 diamonds a club and maybe a heart. If we misplay it, we should play a heart to the 10 to not lose a heart. But it's still 1 or 2 down. As I said, people overcompete. And they are apparently overcompeting into 4 spades. Here. Anyway, let's go to the next one. 1 heart opening bid. Here in imps, I would just bid 4 hearts, because 5-5 hands, especially short in spades, even if we don't make 10 tricks, they can probably make something. And when we are vulnerable, so it's very easy to imagine good fitting hands that will make 10 tricks. In match points, I'm not that keen on bashing, and I don't like inviting, especially if inviting reveals something of my hand. I like to play that the only way to invite after this major suit raise is a 2-note trump by south. General invitation, not necessarily balanced. And now dummy north describes his hand. And so I think that is less risky. It helps the defense less than if I bid diamonds, showing diamonds. Now they won't lead a diamond ever. I'll just pass here. Match point pass. Of course, I will not let them play 3 clubs. This is a very distributional hand. I still don't want to go to. I think game is against the odds. I would beat it in imps only because it's vulnerable. See what I mean by not showing the diamonds? We've gotten a helpful lead, but this is still a very dangerous contract. Now we need to draw as many trumps as possible. But maybe we should be leading a spade first. Let's think about West's hand. He has the ace of diamonds, probably the king of clubs, and one, not necessarily both, of the ace of spades and the king of hearts. If they give a rough, and the rough comes from the three trump holding, I will be able to ruff a club in dummy after discarding clubs in the diamonds. So let's go for this. Now 2 rounds of trumps. If it goes something like spade and diamond ruff, let's play the king because why not? Now it's probably going to happen like I'm predicting. Diamond ruffed, but now I can ruff a club in dummy. Let's claim. Get away my black bar here, and we claim. 64%, getting closer to 50 after a bad first board. 20 high card points, semi-balanced hand. I don't like to hide a major suit, but I expect some people will be opening to no traps. Now, here the ordinary bid is, of course, for spades. I don't think of slam, even though I have 20 high card points after a single raise. I think it's misguided to think of slam with such a balance and lots of losers. But 3-no trumps is in the ballpark. If we could play that system that I mentioned, I would bid 2-no trumps here, which is forcing. I don't want to invite, but I just want to hear a little bit more from partners. And if he bid diamonds, I would bid 3-no trumps. But since we're not playing that, let's just go simply to the game. And it's probably better to be playing in spades. And he would take it out with a singleton. He should take it out with a singleton. Okay. Interesting development here. So let's say the lead is from Queen Jack, as it looks. Queen Jack 6-5, Queen Jack 7-5. He leads fourth best as far as I know. And so we want to develop one red trick to discard our second loser in the other red trick. So probably our best shot is the diamonds, because that's theoretically a 75%, roughly 75% chance. But I don't think it is in this case, because king queen of diamonds on side is pretty much impossible after this lead. So we are thinking of only 3 possible instead of 4. 3 possible scenarios in them. Diamond king here, diamond queen here, or 0 diamonds here. I don't think king queen diamonds is possible after the non-diamond lead. But it's still 2 out of 3. Still better than the heart finesse. And if I play ace of hearts and a heart, for example, we have the heart finesse plus the possibility of hearts 3-3. And that's it, because hearts 4-2, let's say ace of hearts and a heart, they shift to a diamond. I ruff a heart. If I had the 9 of spades, that would be the best, because I would win with any hearts 4-2. But without the 9 of spades, I don't have 2 sure entries to dummy to establish the hearts. So let's consider our chances in hearts. Is the heart king on side with any length, plus hearts 3-3, which are about 16%, because, well, 18%, because we are talking only of the holding in which the king is offside. We don't want to double count. King third on side, we already counted when it said 50%. So we have to count king third offside, which is about 18%. So we are in 68. It's already better than the diamond finesse. There are some secondary chances, which are spades 2-2. Then if spades are 2-2, we can establish the fourth card after all. And Jack 10 hearts. So hearts looks better than diamonds. Can draw one round of trumps after this threatening Jack 9 showed up here. That's good. But now we are playing. Both paths reach the same result. Wow, 3 hearts and we have 22 high card points. And lots of winners. So Porter shouldn't have the ace of clubs, but if he has ace queen 7 of hearts, which is pretty normal, we have 7 heart tricks, ace king is 11, and the club king is 12. So we would like to be here, be in slam, if he has his queen of hearts. We would like to be able to know about this and stop at the 4 level. There are some ways, conventional ways. Some people play 4 clubs. Here is a key card ask, but we don't have that, unfortunately. So we have to go to the 5 level. The chances that he has ace queen of hearts are quite high after having opened a vulnerable 3 hearts. And so 4 no trumps appears to be indicated here. 1 key card, with or without the king, the queen. Now we have a problem here. Well, he says he's guaranteeing the heart queen. Maybe he plays it like that. If he does, then our job is easier. Let's hope that he does it. Liar! The liar. He said he had the heart queen. No. He could have had the heart queen, and so I think we are bidding with the odds. Then we are losing. Club rough. It's rough high because there are only 2 hearts out. And there was a double to queen of hearts, so we almost got it. If he hadn't found a very good ace of clubs lead, we would have got it. Midway point, we are still a bit underwater, but it's a good spot for me to make another promo, another announcement, which is about the Bridge Studio. Many of you are already aware that I have a blog, Substack, called the Bridge Studio. You see here the name, the address, bridgestudio.substack.com, in which I post articles about play and defense, mostly, sometimes about bidding too, but typically play and defense, exploring how to think in each seat, how to develop good habits. I think it's useful, so take a look. Lots of articles there are completely free. Some others are only for paid subscribers. It's very affordable subscription, as Substacks usually are. So take a look at your leisure and consider supporting it. 15 high card points. That's a hand in which slams it is still possible if Parda has a strong hand, but not right now. He didn't jump. And maybe we have so many extras here that maybe no trumps is the right spot. So if Parda has a balanced hand, and he still might have a balanced hand when he bids two spades, I would like to be no trumps, not in. Now that he's showing some club secondary length, 4 spades appears indicated because he might be short in hearts. Our heart situation is not very secure for no trumps, apparently. So let's see. Well, he had queen jack third of hearts. I would just bid 3-0 with his hand. But we're in 4 spades. We have to play low here because the king, heart king may be on side, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, 4 and 3 are hearts. This could be a fifth best, fourth best card from 5. And the 9 kind of agrees with that. Or it could be a doubleton. In both cases, it's worrisome. I wish we were in 3 no trumps. Now we have to probably play spades in the right technical way, which is hoping that the jack is here because we can get it with extra length. Playing a spade to the queen and then the 10. And hope to deal with clubs later. It's more important for us to draw trumps than to rough clubs in dummy, unless we get a rough here. Now, we can hope that this rough was from length, and especially after this club shift. Now we have to decide whether the guy led from 2-2 in the majors or 2-3. 2-3 is with the odds, as I said. The odds are that we should cash the king of spades at this point. He had 2-2. No regrets, but bad score. Especially because we might have been in 3 now. He has if he had extras, so he had 11 high card points. It's a very minimum opening bid. So I don't think he should be bidding 3 clubs with this kind of folding. And we are still underwater, 41% after 5 boards. That's unusual, but now we have another chance to make our presence felt. 2-0 is usually the 2 lowest. Yes. We have a big hand, and there's no better way to show the 2 suited hand other than by using. If we bid 2 clubs or 1 heart, you might lose the other fit easily, especially if the bidding accelerates. Now I want to be in game. Part of me have only 2 hearts, so there's no reason for me to do anything. Yeah, he has 2 hearts. No reason for us to do anything extreme. And this king of clubs lead points towards some heart length because he's apparently short of clubs. So let's lead the 10 of hearts. Probably run it unless the king appears. And we don't want to shorten our hand, and we don't want to play a spade up. Our clubs are high, so we can discard. And unless hearts are breaking horribly, which they are not, now we can cash the ace, see if hearts are breaking. If they are not, we lose 2 tricks, make 4 hearts. We lose the ace of spades, and we run clubs and lose 2 tricks for the opponents. 96%. Well, surprising, since we didn't do anything very special here. But people are stopping in 3 hearts, not realizing the power of this folding. As we got a bad hand with partner, not the worst possible, but he had the ace, but he had only two hearts. Might have had 3. And a typical. Anyway, now we have board 7 and 1 diamond opening bid. Voids in partner suits are always a bad sign. We have a powerful hand, 7 diamonds. The question here is 2 or 3 diamonds. But I don't like the void in partners, and I will go low, especially in match points. In imps, I might push. But in match points, I'll go low. But now I have a very happy 3-0. We might have better contracts, higher contracts, but as you can see, for this is a very nice 6 diamonds, but we have 10 tricks in no trumps, and so we will outscore any diamond games. We need to bid 6 diamonds for us to find a better score, and we need part of spades to be very weak so that he has his stuff on the side. If you had take away the jack of clubs and replace it with a diamond queen, it was spade queen, it would be a very bad 6 clubs. If you had queen third of clubs and queen jack fourth of spades. So in match points, we really need to emphasize no trumps. As for what to do here, we should probably just run our 10 tricks, since they have at least four ace, king, queen of spades, and the ace of clubs. But let's run a few diamonds. There's no rush. So let's run a few diamonds and see what they will discard. If they discard a lot of spades, we might try a club. Might try to steal a club. We don't want to discard spades from our hand. We want them to. We can discard one. So far, only about 3 spades have been discarded. We need them to discard a spade on before leading a club. There you go. Now, if spades are, I wouldn't risk it anyway. I would just, it's a big risk playing a club before. Now let's see if we have a, there you go, 11th. 100%. Good ending. Let's keep it up for the board 8. But they mispitched. That happens. 2 hearts, 2 spades, 15 high card points. 2 spades is forcing. And so I don't like to bid with balanced hands, especially without support for both side suits. But I think most people will. That's one consideration. You know, most people want to have the discipline to pass here, which I think is a technically correct bid. And double might help, might allow us to double 3 hearts. And there's not such big risk because our spades are well positioned. So partner should have a good shot at 3 of a minor with many hands. What we can do is to pass and then double 3 hearts, which would be take out of hearts. And allow him to pass with a lot of hearts. Looks best. Let's pass. And now double 3 hearts. It is a takeout double. But maybe he'll pass. No, he beat his diamonds. Yeah, he has 6 diamonds. Looks like a reasonable contract. We are losing 2 aces. And we have problems in clubs and diamonds. But 3 hearts apparently would lose 2 hearts. Maybe 1 spade. It would go down. But not by a lot. So there's no spade singleton here, because he would have shifted to a singleton, I think. And this heart 2, if he's signaling correctly, I don't know if he is, he should be showing the king of clubs. And if that is the case, declare he should have ace queen of spades, and we need, if we play 2 rounds of trumps, even if trumps starts in 2, and lead a spade after playing 2 rounds of trumps, we may be stuck in them. So I think I should lead a spade right away. And finesse. There you go. Now all we need to do is to hope for diamonds to 2. This guy has 6-3-2-2 apparently. We don't know which is the 3-card suit, but no singleton spade. So we will play for diamonds 2-2. Let's see if the 10 of diamonds could be a singleton. He would have 5-2-1-5. Or 5-2-2-4. 5 spades, 2 hearts, we've seen that. 5-2-2-4 is much more likely. Although he might be too weak to beat two spades. He would have ace queen of spades and maybe the king of clubs. He is very weak to beat two spades without that diamond singleton. He's nothing. And this queen of spades, maybe the king of clubs. He has a very clear pass of two hearts in both cases. But I think he should uh, have 5-5 to justify his aggressiveness. So I will finesse this. I think I'll go wrong. Reading the robots is always a risky business, but it looks like I'll go wrong. But if I had ace queen fifth, two hearts, queen doubled, and let's say king jack, the most that you can have, king jack, fourth of clubs, 12 hacker points, 5-2-2-4. I would pass two hearts in a flash. If I have 5-5, it's more reasonable to hope for finding a fit in spades and maybe getting to a better counter. But with 5-2-2-4, doesn't look like it. So let's finesse, as I said, of course. But this was for an over trick, and I think being in four diamonds is already probably good. No, 43%. Horrible two spade bid, I think. What happened? So we scratched 56%. If we got this right, what would have happened if we did not finesse this final diamond trick? Let's see what would have happened. Come on, other tables. I guess it will have to remain a mystery. The other tables are not showing up. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.